Welcome to the first MOBA Moment segment. Here we're going to be talking about everything MOBA, whether it's from League of Legends to Vainglory to Smite and more. But for today, we're going to focus on League of Legends. For those of you who don't know and tuning in for the first time, MOBA, which is Multiplayer Online Battle Arena, has been around for quite a while and is pretty much, right now as we speak, the face of esports. Millions upon millions of people are playing MOBAs every day, whether it's on their PC or now their Xbox One or even their phone. MOBA is being spread worldwide fast. And whether you're here in the United States or in Taiwan or North Korea or Japan or anywhere, you could go anywhere and find a MOBA player. So that's the reason why we're looking at, hey, we're going to be covering this. Today, we're going to talk about Illaoi, a brand new Juggernaut to the already new Juggernaut class. If you've been playing LOL, and as of recently, of patch 5.16, you've been noticed that Juggernauts have been a force to be reckoned with. Yes, whether you're being dunked on by Darius or running away from Garner, there's plenty of Juggernauts out there to be scared of. But now, with this new one, Illaoi, man, she has been a force to be reckoned with. To me, though, I've been playing her a lot, and I'm going to say she's kind of one of those tilt champs. If you could get a little bit behind, you're getting behind. But if you could go ahead and get a little bit ahead, she literally snowballs. Now, as we know, the Juggernauts are slow but powerful. Thing is, Illaoi. Thing is, Illaoi really makes that a true statement. Illaoi is one of those champs where you really want to hunker down and stay in one spot and build up. Why? If you haven't had a chance to look at her yet, I'm going to go through her. First thing, her passive. Her passive, every 20 seconds, spawn a tentacle. Big, cracking tentacle. Thing is, this thing stays for about a minute or so, or it stays for a while, but a minute after it's been not used. If you could stay in a spot long enough and farm, you can have multiple tentacles up. We're talking about 2, 3, or more. And each one of these tentacles, when used with her other moves, can attack as well. Think about this right quick. You can attack a person from multiple directions, and she has high HP. She's that tanky melee person. We're talking about damage, lots of damage here. Moving on to her Q. Her Q is pretty amazing, actually. One, not only does it, when she attacks, actually heals for a portion of her health. Yes, she's already kind of a tanky person, but she also has a self-heal. Okay, that's awesome. But the range of this, while playing with her, I was actually pretty amazed at just how far this thing can hit and the width of the range. Even if someone, let's say for instance, was playing Darius and it was moving over to the side a little bit because they see I'm about to use my Q to do this tentacle smash, it still hits them because the tentacle is so wide that it's just something that's so hard to escape. Meaning, even if you're not for sure of your, skill shot skills, it's okay. This champ got your back. Now, her W isn't exactly considered a gap closer, but I mostly use it for it. In my experience, I've been seeing her W as something more. I know a lot of people haven't been using it for pursuit purposes because, again, she's a Juggernaut. You're supposed to bring the fight to her. But I must say, I've been using it as a little bit of a gap closer and chasing opponents that have been trying to get away. Build a little speed with her. And when I get boots, using her W to go ahead and jump to smash opponents is pretty awesome. But remember earlier when I was talking about her passive? Well, if you actually can stay hunkered down for somewhere for a few minutes and get tentacles spawning everywhere and hit with the W also makes it so the tentacles that spawned attack the enemy as well. So imagine this. If you go ahead and it's chasing somebody and there's no tentacles around, you hit the W, get a little damage in. But let's say, for instance, you've been laning for a minute and someone get ready to gank you. Now, you have about 3 tentacles somewhere, up, left, right. Next thing you know, they get ready to gank you. You hit them with that W, followed by Q and your other skills, and now, instantly, they got hit not only by your character, but also they got hit by 3 other tentacles, each hitting from other directions. Also, if you hit them and they're trying to escape and you have tentacles placed strategically, remember these things can only be placed on structures randomly, but if they are placed strategically, they're only running to their own doom. Like I said, as a Juggernaut class, these Juggernauts introduced a new wave of excitement to the game. But honestly speaking, there's some pretty hardcore characters. You're the slow-moving melee carry tank, where you can't really outrun people. Like, let's say, for instance, Teemo come up. Oh, okay, Teemo, I could go on and on about Teemo. We all know this. But Teemo could just come up real speedily, hit you, run away with his super speed. Okay. But let's say, for instance, it's a team fight, and we know Teemo's kind of squishy. You got your tentacles set up. You go ahead, hit him with your Q, hit him with your W, even pull him in with your E. About to get to that in a second. You're looking at a dead Teemo. Those shrooms will be in memory of Teemo. Now, to get to this E, it's really hard to describe this thing, but literally, it's called Test of Spirit. You're literally taking your tentacles and pulling like the soul or the spirit from this person, whatever, and you actually have a second decoy, a distraction, so to speak, for your entire team to slaughter. So let's say, for instance, I go ahead and here come a tank, and we're exchanging attacks. I go ahead, hit them with the E. Now he could go ahead and try to run away, but me personally, I've been looking at the fact that the E is almost an instant way to pull people to you. See, before, when you play champions and you go ahead and engage, if the person thinks they can win, they will stay in attack, But when I see them running away, I'm throwing that E on them. And in case you haven't known what the E is, like I said, it pulls them out, but a portion of the damage you do to that little ghostly thing is actually being transferred to the main champion. But here's what they don't say. How awesome it is to totally in-game be not only attacking it, but then your opponent is going to see this like, well, I'm going to be taking damage anyway. Half the times, here's where bronze plays come in. They're going to go ahead and try and stand directly on top of it, trying to kill you as well. This means you're going to be getting double damage to the opponent. I'm telling you right now. I know if you're in silver, gold, platinum, you're probably not going to do this. But as a tip for an immense amount of bronze players out there, don't stand on your little spirit thing. Go around the other side. Try to confuse me a little bit. Because if I'm trying to attack this, I can't attack it at the same time. But if you're going to come here and stand right in front of it, you're just giving me 2 targets in one. It's literally the saying, you get 2 birds with 1 stone. Kind of doing that. So, but unless you're playing against me. Now, if you're playing against me, go ahead and stand directly where you're at so that I can get double damage. Just saying. Last but not least, her R. Now, I know they talk about the ultimate moves a lot, being ultimate, but hers can kind of be really overpowered, especially in team fights. Why? Because every person hit by her R, where she jumps up and does this area of effect smash, spawns a tentacle. This means that if all 5 of your enemies is all in one spot, which normally happens, and you hit them with your R, you're looking at some pretty major team damage going on. This character can literally tilt team fights to her advantage very quickly, very easily. Well, that about wraps up the first segment of MOBA Moments, but this is going to be a recurring thing, and we know that the world of MOBA is so huge, and there's so many out there, whether it's Vainglory, LOL, Smite, Heroes of the Storm, and more. thing is, we're going to be covering a lot, whether it's like today, champion reveals, or whether it's balance changes, updates. You know, things change all the time in this world. MOBA changes literally almost every month. In fact, most of them change every couple of weeks. So we're going to be covering this and showing you footage and so on and so forth. But you play MOBA too. So if you have any plays that you want to share or any comments or anything you want us to cover, let us know in the comments. And if you want to watch me play, well, dominate or get steamrolled, I'll be on Twitch streaming, and my username, Wolf Kitsune. There's a space in there. Well, that was an awesome episode. Talked about Nintendo Direct, Digimon Tri. Oh my gosh. The nostalgia is just overblowing right now. I love Digimon. You guys know I'm a big fan. And even got kicked off the MOBA Moments. But there's something else that happened. Something so amazing. Something just mind-blowing. A trailer that dropped. Talking about Civil War. Yes, if you haven't seen it, the trailer for Captain America Civil War dropped. It looked amazing. Iron Man versus Captain America. We knew this was coming. There was dropping hints to it. But to actually see this happening, that trailer looked amazing. Wow, I'm so hyped up for this. I cannot wait to see how this pans out. We know it's based off of the original comic of Civil War. Whether they're gonna follow it and have the same ending, we don't know. So we just have to wait and see. But I'm just really excited for this right now. I know a bunch of my friends are too as well. I know you guys are because you're watching Delve Into the Void. You're pop culture, you're a fan of Marvel or DC. So you're gonna love this. It's really looked like this movie. It's definitely to the fans. So many superheroes together. And although it feels like Avengers 3, it's still told from Captain America's point of view. So, man, we got to wait. 2016. Oh my gosh. Who knows if I could just wait that long. Thank you once again for watching another episode of Delve Into the Void. Jeremy Holder, here patiently waiting for 2016 to get here. Civil War, Digimon Tri, games from Nintendo Direct. Now, I'm gonna go back to playing more video games.
Access Vision. Your voice, your community.